This is exactly right.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye. Everyone loves the idea of spending an afternoon curled up with a good book.
Well, grow up, because it's almost impossible.
Luckily, you can take your next great story with you on Audible.
Audible has a massive selection of titles to choose from, including This American Life, new books by Michael Connelly, along with classics from Agatha Christie, and so much more.
Whether you want a mystery, a true crime story, or something completely different, there's always something new to listen to.
New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com/MFM.
Audible, stories that speak to you.
Goodbye. Summer is for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
Their trained techs help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
Best part? You can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye.
Hello.
And welcome
To my favorite murder.
the Minisode.
That's right.
Simultaneously talking.
You heard it here first.
Are you ready for your own emails?
You want to go first?
Sure. And this is a good way to start because it's entitled A Classic Hometown.
Great.
Hey, y'all. I'm from a small town in Middle Tennessee called McMinnville, sometimes referred to as Methminville by locals. And that is southeast of Nashville, and not a whole lot goes on around here. In the summer of 2015, however, our whole community was rocked by the double murder of business owners Gail and Gary Dobson. Gary and Gail were the owners of a little shop called Gary and Gail's Pit Stop, where you could get some Southern cooking and see familiar faces. Oh, that line got me. Mm-hmm. One morning, though, Gary and Gail were not at the pit stop when workers arrived. Concerned, calls were made to their daughters, and a visit was made to their home to check on them. And there, a gruesome scene was discovered. The couple had been stabbed to death. As it turns out, their estranged son-in-law had murdered them and fled to Florida in his in-laws' Jeep. He was placed on the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation's most wanted list, and he was soon arrested in a Jacksonville motel after a suspicious hotel employee called the police. He was extradited back to Tennessee, where he was tried and convicted of the murders. Gary and Gail were staples of McMinnville and loved by all, and the now closed pit stop is still talked about even today. Thanks for all you do and all the laughter you bring. Stay sexy, Kendra.
Wow, that's so awful.
I mean, here's the thing. I feel like this is such a perfect email version of what this show is, which is when these things that happen in the world that are so tragic and so kind of beyond comprehension happen, they affect the people in the community around those people far beyond what the family of those people could kind of understand.
Yeah.
So it's like what Gail and Gary were bringing to that community
Right.
by working so hard to have a restaurant that people could go to and gather at is like a humongous loss, more than on the surface you would maybe assume.
And it has reverberations for generations. I feel like these stories we hear that it's like the town was never the same. Like, you know, it's just so tragic.
So sad.
Okay, this one's a glitch in the Matrix story. Says, hello, you beautiful bitches. I have been with you since the beginning, and I like to think of you as great friends. But then I remembered that you hate loud sneezers and wouldn't really hang out with me.
Just during allergy season. Calm down.
Anyway, I have a story that I can't explain, so I hope it confounds and entertains you. When I was a teenager, my best friend, we'll call him Easton because that's his name, gave me a silver ring with a little leaf and flower on it for my birthday. 2 months later, he tragically succumbed to his longtime depression and died by suicide at 17.
Oh, no.
Oh, baby. I was hurt and angry at him for a very long time. I would periodically visit his gravesite over the years that followed and talk to him about what he was missing or just yell at him. I kept that ring for 30 years and then decided that I needed to stop tearing into that old wound. I made my last visit to him where I gave the ring back to him by burying it in the ground at his gravesite. Flash to a year later, and I was cleaning out my Jeep. I was doing an unusually good job this time by cleaning out the black hole between the seats and the center console when I felt a small round object along the seat rail. When I pulled it out, I immediately started shaking and crying. I'm sure you've guessed what I found. It was that silver ring.
Holy shit.
What the fuck? She buried it. It's just, I have no idea how it got there, but I still have it in my jewelry box because he clearly didn't want it back. I like to think it was a little payback and perhaps comfort for the years of listening to me yell at him as I worked through my grief. You ladies are my heroes, and I'm so impressed with your continued success in the community of amazing people you have built over the years. Stay sexy and don't try to return gifts to ghosts that don't want them. Amy, she, her.
That, Amy, is an astounding story.
I mean, there's no explanation. Zero.
The only explanation is like someone was watching you do it and then went and did that, which is insane. And Occam's razor style doesn't make sense.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
And also, I think whatever the explanation, it's separate from the understanding that he gave you that ring and you know he's the kind of person that would basically try to freak you out and give it back to you to be like, no, you keep this ring.
Right. This was for you. And like, okay, we can move on past the anger and stuff, but I still want you to have this token.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Tough.
Guys.
I mean, just so sad.
It's so sad. Being 17 is fucking hard. I get it. But there's more. There's so much more going on in life. The right piece of furniture can completely change your room.
And your life. It's amazing what one good couch can do for morale.
And that's why there's Article.
Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price.
They take great care in curating their collection, focusing on pieces that stand the test of time. There's no filler. Every item is chosen for its craftsmanship, design, and lasting value.
And with Article's 30-day satisfaction guarantee, you can shop with confidence, knowing that if you're not completely in love with your new furniture, you can easily return it.
I recently needed to replace my old outdoor dining room table and chairs. So of course I went straight to Article. They have the Sarik outdoor dining set. I got it in khaki green. It's such a cute, like minty green. It looks so good in my backyard. I can't wait to have alfresco dinners all summer. You know, we can carve pumpkins on it in fall. It's so beautiful. Article knocked it out of the park once again.
Article's offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
To claim, visit article.com/murder and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout.
That's article.com/murder for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
Goodbye.
Some flavors will always make you smile.
And with Kachava's new cinnamon French toast flavor, you can enjoy the taste of your favorite childhood breakfast without the sugar crash.
Kachava is an all-in-one nutrition shake that comes in so many delicious flavors, including the brand new cinnamon French toast.
It's made with real cinnamon bark for the richest, deepest, most authentic flavor.
And just 2 scoops provide complete nutrition your body craves with protein, fiber, greens, and so much more.
Kachava provides clean nutrition to fuel wherever your day takes you. No fillers, no nonsense. Okay, the Exactly Right Media office has all become obsessed with Kachava because they keep sending us these amazing boxes of all the flavors, and everyone kind of fights over it now. So we got this new flavor in, and I mean, there was like a line to try it. It's pretty great.
We're real believers in the whole Kachava line, so treat yourself to a childhood favorite.
Go to Kachava.com and use code MFM for 15% off your first order.
That's Kachava, Kachava.com, code MFM. Go to Kachava.com and use code MFM for 15% off your first order.
Goodbye.
Bye. Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and unforgettable moments that make the season so special.
Whether you're planning a weekend getaway, gathering with friends, or simply soaking up every sunny day, Pandora Jewelry offers meaningful pieces designed to celebrate your unique story.
From sun-kissed metals that catch the light beautifully to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra, every detail is crafted to help you express yourself with confidence and style.
Explore charms, bracelets, rings, necklaces, and more, thoughtfully designed to complement every adventure and occasion.
Each design moves with you, from beach days and road trips to rooftop dinners, golden nights, and every memory in between.
Layer your favorite looks, mark life's meaningful moments, and create lasting reminders of a season you'll never want to forget.
Find the pieces that reflect who you are and where this summer takes you.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold.
Goodbye.
All right, here's an example of the other things going on in life. The title of this email is just Stupid Museum Stories. I'm supposed to be it just starts, I'm supposed to be working, but I'm listening to MFM, so I'm going to send you an email instead.
Cool.
I just have to say this, and I know we say it all the time, and it doesn't matter that I say it. Like I'm so grateful I don't have to work at the Gap anymore. I'm so grateful to Georgia Hardstark, to all the people that work at our company.
Ditto.
I hated retail. I hated working so much from the day I started. And I really do live in active gratitude that there's not going to be a moment where I have to go clock in at the Gap ever again.
Same for me with a desk job. I am so glad I don't have to answer the phone and ask, can I help you again? Unless I become the receptionist at Exactly Right, which I don't think is going to happen.
But who knows?
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry to rub that in this person's face, but it says, I heard you wanted people not following obvious museum rules, and it sparked my favorite memory from college. My freshman year, I was in the honors section of my classes. Part of the requirements were attending weekly field trips and writing reports about what we learned. We went to museums, plays, the opera, etc. One of our first field trips was to a small museum in the city. Our class broke out into small groups and explored the different rooms of mummies and other ancient artifacts that had to be worth millions, if not billions of dollars.
Jesus.
I mean, or maybe they're priceless.
Priceless, I think, is the answer, because no one's going to be like, I'll take that.
Can you imagine you're standing around like parts of like
ancient Egypt.
And you're just like, I think this is probably $3-4 million worth of stuff. As we were wrapping up to get back on the bus, the museum director came running out and grabbed our professors. It turns out one of the boys decided to climb on an ancient Chinese statue and pretend to ride it.
No.
Mm-hmm. So a true understanding of what these things are worth and how invaluable they are. He might have gotten away with it too, but not everyone in the honors program was particularly bright. He took a picture of himself riding the statue and posted it on Twitter and, all caps, tagged the museum.
No. How old are we talking? High school?
Freshman year of college. So basically extended high school.
So too old to fucking do dumbass shit like that.
Definitely too old if you're not 5 years old to do it.
What an idiot.
But hold on, because there's one more phrase that goes to the end of that that's also in all caps. While we were still there.
You stupid fucking idiot.
Not even on the bus.
Oh.
Not even on the bus.
Don't you know you're not supposed to tag yourself at anywhere where you're still there?
You fool. He was quickly expelled from the program, and I'm pretty sure our college was banned from ever returning to that museum ever again. Stay sexy and don't assume honors kids are smart. Alex, she, her. And then it says, P.S. Shout out to Melanie for keeping me sane at my boring desk job. I love you.
Aw, work wife.
Yeah, Melanie making it happen for Alex.
Oh my God.
Can you fucking believe that shit?
The tagging is like one.
What?
You can't. Yeah.
Why?
What the fuck?
Be in this world with us, please, where there are rules and regulations for a reason.
For a reason, because things are worth billions.
It's like, could you just picture in the 30s, they're like, first of all, stealing from another culture, but wrapping it all up, doing all the things that it takes to steal massive pieces of shit that go in museums, shipping them to another country, all wrapped up, people wearing white gloves, people treating it, and then this fool jumps on the back of a statue.
Oh my God.
Selfie.
Oh. Okay, my next one's called Outsmarting Chuck E. Cheese. It's cute. Hello to my two favorite podcasters and the team that keeps me company while I work. Oh. In case you're wondering what I do as I listen to your show, I am thrifting for vintage items I resell in my eBay store.
Cool.
This is my full-time job. Yes, I love my job, but this is not why I'm writing to you today. People like their jobs.
Some do.
I do.
Some are lucky. Yeah, I do.
In a recent episode, there was a story involving a boy who got himself a ton of tickets at Chuck E. Cheese. This made me think of a time my son, who is now a chemical engineer, outsmarted the mouse as well. Chemical engineer. It says, let me preface this story by saying that raising a young man with an engineer's brain is quite challenging. You've seen The Big Bang Theory, right? My son sees the world in black and white. Gray does not exist. There is a right and wrong answer. Maybe that is not an option. But a big upside to a brain like this is rules are very important. Rules must be followed. Not doing so is illogical.
Mm-hmm. I just said that. That was my point.
Oh, yeah. You're an engineer. Oh, my God. Okay, now that I've given you a bit of an image of my amazing, slightly neurotic, brainiac son, let me tell you about a day my mom and I took this then 9-year-old boy to Chuck E. Cheese. As my mom and I caught up chatting over terrible pizza, my son was happy as could be, playing all the games. He had a system to which games gave out the most tickets. He was going to earn that giant Nerf gun one day, and he just knew it. After a bit of time, he came over to me and the cashier as I was refilling my soda. He asked the employee, if I find tickets on the floor, can I keep them or do I need to return them to you? The cashier smiled and said, you can keep all the tickets you find on the floor. Actually, we would appreciate you picking them up. He got very excited and ran off, yelling back, thank you. When I went back to the table, my son was running back and threw down an entire roll of tickets on the table. My mom and I both looked down at mouths agape and said, where did you find that? He said, on the floor beside the machines.
That's right. That's right.
Apparently the machine was getting reloaded with tickets and the rolls never got put in the machine. Instead, they sat on the floor. So the worker who was reloading it just walked away and forgot to put their tickets in the machine.
Something happened. They were like, their phone rang. They started fighting with their girlfriend, whatever.
Exactly.
Oh.
He brought his loot to the counter, and when we told the cashier what happened, she said, well, he did ask, and we have to honor that. So what'll it be, kid? Oh. This fucking awesome lady.
She also respects rules.
Yeah. She's like, it's my last day at this job. I hate this job. Let me give this kid whatever he wants.
Yeah. He won.
Yeah. Rules. And it says, guess who walked out with that giant Nerf gun that day? Thanks for letting me share my story on how my son outsmarted the mouse that day. Also, thanks so much for keeping me company as I thrift. Your passion for what you do is something that cannot be faked. Oh, Your show is a comfort to me and so many others. It's Abby, she, her, from the serial killer capital of the country, Pacific Northwest, Tacoma, Washington.
Wow.
Yeah. Tacoma.
That is such a victory for all children everywhere.
Truly.
It's like, instead of the thing of don't ask and apologize later or whatever, get them on the technicality of having asked and getting them to agree to your plan.
Yeah. Rules can be followed however you want them to be followed, as long as they're still technically followed, in certain instances, obviously.
Well, and also, Chuck E. Cheese has made the value of that gigantic Nerf gun times 1 million.
Yeah.
And they're essentially ripping you off so you can play skee ball.
No one's ever won that before. That was the first time.
Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and unforgettable moments that make the season so special.
Whether you're planning a weekend getaway, gathering with friends, or simply soaking up every sunny day, Pandora Jewelry offers meaningful pieces designed to celebrate your unique story.
From sun-kissed metals that catch the light beautifully to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra, every detail is crafted to help you express yourself with confidence and style.
Explore charms, bracelets, rings, necklaces, and more, thoughtfully designed to complement every adventure and occasion.
Each design moves with you, from beach days and road trips to rooftop dinners, golden nights, and every memory in between.
Layer your favorite looks, mark life's meaningful moments, and create lasting reminders of a season you'll never want to forget.
Find the pieces that reflect who you are and where this summer takes you.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold.
Goodbye. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, Streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye.
Buying clothes is easy. That's why everyone's always doing it.
But finding clothes you actually want to wear is the hard part.
Get all your favorite elevated essentials at Quince.
Quince specializes in effortless, high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton and premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They're beautifully tailored and built to last. And it's not just apparel. Quince also brings that same everyday elevation to everything they offer, from hotel-quality bedding and bath to kitchen staples, essentials, and thoughtfully designed furniture.
They work directly with ethical factories, so you're paying for quality, not brand markup.
It's so true that they have wonderful items that aren't just clothes. I have like 3 of their 100% mulberry silk pillowcases. I've bought throws from there. I've bought bedding from there. And it is just as great quality as their clothes and super affordable.
Upgrade your everyday.
Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/MFM. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Now available in Canada and the UK too.
QUINCE.com/MFM.
Goodbye. Okay, here's my last one. And it's a sad one. The subject line is The Wonderful Matthew Perry. It says, Dear Karen and Georgia, and everyone behind the scenes at MFM. I just heard a minisode in which someone wrote in and told a story about being drunk, the correct term for a meter maid, and Matthew Perry. And I knew I had to write in to tell you my Matthew Perry story. About 15 years ago, I was a supporting artist on a film starring Matthew Perry. One day on the set, the director was getting more and more irritated at a fellow supporting artist who couldn't get in the correct position for the shot, or couldn't quite understand what was being asked, or even that it was him the director was shouting at. It was a fairly big crowd scene, and we were spread over some distance. It got so bad that the director ended up screaming at the poor guy, Hey, you, no, not you, move, no, you, tall guy with glasses, etc. Everyone was getting increasingly uncomfortable. It was awkward and weird, and I felt so sorry for the guy. It was quite clear that he was new to this. I'm pretty sure we were all roped in at the last minute as we were friends with some of the production staff, and he really wasn't sure what he should do. Matthew Perry, God bless him, was also getting visibly exasperated, but not with the supporting artist, with the director. So after not an insignificant amount of yelling, Matthew Perry turns to the supporting artist and very calmly, very quietly, and very politely asks his name. Adrian, the man replies. Matthew Perry turns back to the director and very firmly, very authoritatively, and very awesomely says, his name is Adrian. It was fucking brilliant, a perfect mic drop moment, and an act of pure class. The director was suitably told without being told, and carried on as nice as pie. I think it was his first time directing. I'm sure it fucking was.
I don't think it matters, though. I think it could have been his 20th, and he'd still act like that if that was...
I mean, if it was his 20th, that would have been celebrated and lauded.
Right.
If he was a certain kind of person.
True.
Matthew Perry was an utter gentleman. I will never forget this, his manners and his professionalism. I always tell this story when Matthew Perry comes up in conversation as an example of what a brilliant human he was and how lucky I was to have, albeit briefly, come into his orbit. Lots of love, Joe.
Oh my God.
Isn't that nice?
I remember being an extra and getting yelled at for not doing the right thing.
Dude. I mean, also, I feel like in those situations, and Matthew Perry was a child actor. I remember watching him when I was a kid on all kinds of sitcoms. He would come in as like the boy girls liked from school and stuff like that. He was very Jason Bateman-y in that way, where he was like a young, sparkling 12-year-old boy.
Yes.
So he's seen the worst of the worst. He went through it all, and he knows exactly how that guy feels.
Amazing.
And then he did something about it.
Matthew Perry, big ups. Okay, here's my last one. It's a fucking ghost one. I have a photo to show you. Hi, Karen, Georgia, and the whole MFM crew. As a longtime listener, I was excited to hear you cover a very familiar story in episode 425 of the pod, the London beer flood of 1814. I work at the Dominion Theatre, which was built on the site of the Horseshoe Brewery, where Eleanor Cooper, the young barmaid crushed to death in the flood, remember the wall fell down on her?
Yep.
Is said to be the resident ghost
Ooh.
at the Dominion Theatre. Although I haven't had any ghostly experiences myself, multiple colleagues have heard a girl's laughter in the empty rooms, and there's often reports of things moving of their own accord. She even seemed to be captured in the background of a selfie taken in 2012 by visitors who claim no one was sat behind them at the time. So, of course, I looked the photo up. Do you want to see it?
Yes, I do.
I don't know if we can post it on our socials, but look up Dominion Theater Ghost and look in between.
Oh, no.
Look in between them.
I just did a bad thing for audio, which is yelled, oh, no, into my mic as close as I possibly could.
It's a face. It's like, looks somehow old-timey, whatever that means. Kind of looks like me, which is troubling a little bit.
Well, it's black and white.
Yeah.
It's perfectly cropped. Yeah, it's a little girl in black and, like, the people are in white people's flesh color, but the little girl behind them who's looking down is in black and white.
It's like Japanese horror movie vibes for sure.
Yes,
and she's like
for sure.
peeking between their heads. It's so creepy.
And they promised no one was back there.
I mean, if someone was back there, they brought someone weird to that fucking play. Okay. I have heard it said that the reason that Eleanor's spirit lingers on the site of her tragic death is because no one was ever held accountable for the flood that caused it, as you discussed. Well, I don't know if I believe in ghosts myself. I hope that if Eleanor is still here, then she is at least enjoying the many shows that have been on at the theater over its almost 100-year life. SSDGM, Abby.
God, the idea that you, as that young woman, just gets randomly killed in a freak accident one day.
Yeah.
And you spend eternity haunting a theater, like haunting this spot.
You know what I think we should do? Like, I'm sure we have both done this with our sisters, but I think we should do this with the audience, all the murderinos. Let's all promise each other that we will figure out a way when we're ghosts to, like, send a sign. Let's get in a selfie if we can. That'd be great. Let's all try. If we all try, at least one of us will succeed, you know?
I thought you meant because it's like, so we're making a plan to be ghosts.
Well, when we are, inevitably.
And then when we're there, we have homework. It's not going to be like, you don't get to wander around crying and panicking.
Didn't you do that with your sister? I swear I'll send you a sign. I swear if I die, I'll send you a sign. As a ghost. So we're agreeing as murderinos to do that.
I'm going to lay a tube of Pringles across your pillow and then you'll know it's me.
So many crumbs. Thanks for listening to the Hometowns, Right Ears In, whatever it is. Ghost stories are highly welcome. Always my favorite murder at Gmail.
Ghost stories, trash dad stories, trash dog stories. We love it all.
We do.
Thanks for sharing your stories with us. Stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
This has been an Exactly Right production.
Our senior producer is Alejandra Keck.
Our editor is Aristotle Acevedo.
This episode was mixed by Liana Squilacci.
Email your hometowns to myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
And follow the show on Instagram and Facebook at My Favorite Murder and on Twitter at My Fave Murder. Goodbye.
Hey everybody, here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Vacation planning should feel like a breeze, not a deep dive into countless travel sites searching for the best deal.
With Cheap Caribbean's Budget Beach Finder, you can search every destination and every date all in one search.
You'll save time and money with the Budget Beach Finder.
Say goodbye to endless scrolling and tab hopping, and hello to budget beach bliss at your fingertips.
Go to cheapcaribbean.com to try out the Budget Beach Finder and see just how stress-free vacation planning should be.
Goodbye.
There's always a point in the day when your feet decide they've had enough.
Luckily, there's Reef.
You may know Reef for their ridiculously comfortable sandals, but they aren't stopping there. The women's Neptune has everything you could ever want in a sneaker.
The Neptune is a lightweight, everyday slip-on shoe with a crushed back heel, so you can wear it traditionally or step on the heel and wear it like a slide.
Lightweight, breathable, and easy to wear, the Neptune is the everyday shoe your feet have been waiting for.
The Neptune makes me so freaking happy because my whole life I've been yelled at for crushing the heel of my foot because I want every shoe to be a slide, every shoe. And they actually make them that way. And it makes me so happy. Plus, they're super comfortable, they're light, and they're really cute.
So check out the Neptune on reef.com and redeem 15% off your first purchase.
Goodbye.